He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That's complete to Wicks. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bengals will get the football back. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In motion right here, Boyd. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jamar Chase with an acrobatic catch. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
Yeah. Bengals.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. 12-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
No.
The
Why?
Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is that
there he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, that gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And there, a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Now it's the backup Simeon. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run with a rookie. It's Chase Brown. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Evans is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Evans again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Simeon. Now a battle for the football, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. Charlie Jones from 3 yards out. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
McPherson now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score.
Got 2 minutes, second quarter right now. I don't know, Sigma meal?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Yeah.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Clifford to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Clifford will throw it here. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here's Williams to return. A nice little juke. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Charlie Jones, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
McPherson on for the point after.
Accurate kick.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
26-0.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good
okay
time.
For my
play,
first time
and
playing.
they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to throw is Clifford. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Terrell Basham just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
It's
Coach,
halftime.